On January 1st, 2026, as Zohran Mamdani prepares to be sworn in as mayor of New York City, a shocking invitation has been sent. One that could ignite a global controversy right in the heart of Manhattan. A Republican council member, Inna Vernikov, has invited none other than Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, a man wanted by the International Criminal Court for so-called war crimes in Gaza. And the timing? No coincidence. It's the same day Mamdani takes office. The same day he vowed to arrest Netanyahu if he ever set foot in his city. It is with great honor that I invite you to New York City on January 1st to reaffirm the deep and enduring bond between Israel and the people of New York. Vernikov's letter praised Israel as a beacon of hope and freedom, while calling Mamdani's threat the rhetoric of unashamed Marxist radicals.
While here in New York City, hostage posters were ripped, Hamas sympathizers ruled the streets, and Israel was defamed on college campuses, President Trump took decisive steps towards building a lasting peace in the Middle East. This fight is far from over. The largest population of Jews outside Israel is right here in New York City. And what would be a twisted, catastrophic nightmare is if we elected a mayor who, on the day the hostages were freed, campaigned to raise funds for UNRWA, an organization exposed for taking an active part in the October 7th atrocities, who refuses to condemn Hamas and the phrase globalizing intifada. This cannot be. If we want to end Jew hatred, we must not allow anyone supported by the monsters who celebrated and participated in October 7th near the throne of power. We still have time to save our city together. Hag Sameach.
Mamdani, a democratic socialist and longtime pro-Palestinian activist, has made no secret of his stance. He says that if Netanyahu sets foot in the city, he'll exhaust every legal option to arrest him, citing the ICC warrant issued in 2024, which accused the Israeli leader of using starvation and civilian targeting as weapons of war. But experts say Mamdani's plan may be symbolic, not legal. The United States is not a member of the ICC. Its warrants carry no weight on American soil. And if Mamdani ever tried to act, federal authorities would intervene immediately.
You have to hear this to believe this. The International Criminal Court in The Hague is contemplating issuing arrest warrants against senior Israeli government and military officials as war criminals. This would be an outrage of historic proportions. International bodies like the ICC arose in the wake of the Holocaust committed against the Jewish people. They were set up to prevent such horrors, to prevent future genocides. Yet now, the International Court is trying to put Israel in the dock. It's trying to put us in the dock as we defend ourselves against genocidal terrorists and regimes, Iran of course, that openly works to destroy the one and only Jewish state. And in targeting Israel, the ICC would be targeting all democracies because it would be undermining their inherent right to defend themselves against savage terrorism and wanton aggression. Israel expects the leaders of the free world to stand firmly against the ICC outrageous assault on Israel's inherent right of self-defense. We expect them to use all the means at their disposal to stop this dangerous move. 6 months after the terrible Hamas massacre of October 7th, 80 years after the horrors of the Holocaust, the Jewish state calls on decent people everywhere to reject this outrage by the ICC, to stand with Israel as we fight the barbarians of Hamas in Iran and as we work to secure a more peaceful world.
Dov Hikian, former state assemblyman, mocked the mayor-elect, saying, "He's going to find out he's not the king. Bibi will get the biggest welcome he's ever had in New York." For Mamdani, this fight is about principle, about New York standing on what he calls the right side of history. But for Vernikov and her Republican allies, it's about defiance, about sending a message to Israel and to Washington that New York still stands with its traditional allies. And as January 1st approaches, the world is watching Will Netanyahu take the bait and walk into the city where the mayor has vowed to put him in handcuffs? Or will this clash remain a battle of words and politics fought from podiums and press releases?
I've said many times that, above all, my politics is one of consistency. When we launched our campaign in October of last year, we made clear that it would be focused on tackling the affordability crisis that devastates far too many working New Yorkers across these 5 boroughs. But that consistency extends beyond our policy priorities. Nothing has been more unwavering within this movement than our commitment to excellence. Today, I am proud to announce my first deputy mayor and my chief of staff, 2 leaders who have deep experience guiding our city and state through challenging moments, possess the fresh, innovative ideas needed to transform our city, and the expertise to help me deliver on the campaign promises that resonated with more than 1 million New Yorkers. First, I want to announce my first deputy mayor, Dean Fullahan. Dean has been an incredibly influential leader and manager in New York City government and state government for almost 5 decades. I also want to announce my incoming chief of staff, the unparalleled L. Bisgard Church. Few have played a more central role in this movement, or in every victory we achieved together in the Assembly than Elle. She became my Assembly Chief of Staff nearly 5 years ago to the day, worked closely with me to win hundreds of millions of dollars in relief for taxi drivers, and served as the campaign manager for our historic primary campaign.
The incoming administration offers bold vision combined with determined realism. We are imaginative in our outlook, energized by the work and to work very hard, and deeply invested in the future of this great city, because we will be here a long time. 1 million people said last week that they want more from City Hall, that they expect better from their leaders. They said loudly and clearly, it is not asking too much that New York be a place people can afford to live.
New Yorkers elected you because they know you will build an administration of energy, ideas, and experience, one that uniquely reflects the diversity and strengths of our city. I come from an immigrant family. They struggled and succeeded and instilled in my brothers and me a deep sense of public service. The mayor-elect has provided that same hope in every message throughout the campaign. I am one of the many that was deeply inspired by that message of hope. I firmly believe in this agenda, and I am proud to join a team that will be devoted to this agenda and will work every day to make it happen.